Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! It's your buddy Cooper here, and today we are going to be continuing the story. So, we have lots of partners still to look at. We haven't teamed with Jesse yet. We haven't teamed with Evil Sartorius yet. We haven't teamed with Bonaparte, Adrian Gecko, Viper, 2 of the Atticus, Jagger, the Gambler, Yasmin, Titan Evil, Docs of the Paradox Brothers, Banner Normal, Kagemaru, and that's it. We're running out. However, on this list, we haven't teamed with Royal Osiris, or Obelisk Blue, or regular Slifer Red Blair. So today, we're going to be teaming up with a page 1 character, Slifer Red Blair, out of the closet. All right, so let's do this. Slifer Red Blair, let's see. We're going to call our name Team... All right. Yeah. With this, we're going to be unstoppable. So we're going to team up with Slifer Red Blair, and we're going to see how strong she can be. Good morning, Cooper. Time to get up. You're still sleeping. Come on, get up. If you don't get up, I'll jump on your bed. Finally, you're up. We're partners from today. Let's do our best. All right, let's do our best. So she actually got to Duel Academy still early, but in this case, she doesn't have to hide who she is. That is the change. And since we're teaming up with a new partner, I am going to be changing our deck. I had fun with the Skull Servants while we had them, but we're going to change up our deck, and our first deck doesn't have to relate to her. It could just be a deck in general, so... I was thinking we go ahead and we check out types. Out of all of these types, let's try making... let me look at the insects. Let me see if there's any insects I want to try out for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, let's go a little classic. Let's get a little Weevil in us. We're gonna try an Insect Queen deck. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Insect Queen with the Princess. And then we'll just make up a bunch of cards that can work with it, like Insectipede, Insect Knight, just because it's classic and it works. It's just a big old beater. Let's go with the Flying Kamakiri, and the easiest choice of my life. Let's go with Howling Insect, because we need all the support we can get with how many tributes we're running. Where's Pinchy? We need Pinchy, because we're running a lot of tributes. I might remove cards, so don't worry. I'm not just putting in a ton of stuff. We're gonna have a definite idea for the deck. So looking at all of this, all of these monsters, there's got to be a better one. Not the best. Okay, there's not the best monsters in the deck. We're going to make a strategy with them. I do like 4-star Ladybug, but I think it'll be too slow in this game. Ultimate Insect isn't the worst idea, but then again, it'd just be an Ultimate Insect deck at that point. Just let's try to avoid that. Let's play a little more classic. We're going to run Killer Needle. Because, like, I know I've been doing more classic cards in my other Let's Plays, but it kind of just feels good to use classic cards. So, let's try to stick to some of them. I think Killer Needle would be fun. What does Insect Soldiers do? I mean, that's situational, I guess. Still pretty classic. Yeah, we could throw that in there. And then... Yeah, it's not a necessity. It's not terrible. The Noisy Gnat. You can send this card from your graveyard. I don't care about levels that much. I'm not really... trying to do that. At 3 points, discard 1 monster from the extra deck. That's not the worst idea. Desmosquito's pretty good. Yeah, throw in Desmosquito. Okay, we obviously are running a lot of monsters right now, so we might have to make some changes about that later. But that's later, not right now. Right now, what we can focus on is over here. So, first things first, go to text, and let's start with just insect. What can we do to ensure we have insects? All right. To ensure we have insects, we have cards that deal with insects. Cards that deal with insects. Cards that deal with insects. The Prickle Fairy. That's a good one. Yeah. What other cards deal with insects? That's funny, but we're not going to go that old school. Insect Barrier is cruel. I'm not that kind of person. Multiplication of Ants. I've done that in a different deck, actually. We actually totally did that in a different deck. Yeah, the Prickle Fairy is the only thing so far that has insect in the name. We're not going to just use Doomdozer. It's too easy. We've done it in too many other decks. Let's focus on Insect Queen. This time, let's go with... It's a much slower strat, but we can focus on continuous traps. Obviously, DNA is one of them, but there's also another one we might want to try out. Declaration of Rebirth. And DNA Surgery. Okay. Since we're running so many cards that can be seen as bricks in most situations, we're going to have to run specific limited cards to help us. So, looking at our hand, TT is going to be pretty important. Swords, because it's such a weak deck, like our attack points are actually weak, swords will help. Scapegoats will actually help in a deck like this. Premature Burial is a must because it's just a good card. MST is a must because enemies. Monster Reborn is... I didn't go through 100 floors not to run it. Mirror Force is the best trap. Magic Cylinder is not a must, so it will not go in this deck. Heavy Storm is good. Gold Sarcophagus because we need specific cards. Giant Trunade saves our lives, for sure. Foolish Burial has some value in this deck, but it's not a necessity. Brain Control has more value in this deck than those cards. Okay, so looking at what we got, it's a big monster deck. 25 monsters. Lots of stuff going on here. Definitely overkill when you really look at it. But the recipe cooks. The recipe kind of cooks. So I think in order to ensure the recipe cooks a little bit better, we don't want it to, you know, be overcooked. Let's take out a Pinch Hopper. Let's take out a Insect Knight. Let's take out one Insect Queen so it feels more special when we get one of them. Let's take out... The rest actually seems decent. Okay, the rest seems decent. So now that we've done that, we go in and we look for cards that specifically help us for insects, which involve special summons. Insect needs Swarm. Swarm means get more monsters on field. More monsters on field means cards like Reasoning. It means cards like token summoning cards. So let's go for Swarm strategies. Reasoning would be the best since we do have so many varied levels. So we'll throw in a couple. We don't need all three. And then to defeat spells and traps, we are pretty much as good as we're going to get. I don't really have monsters that help with that, though. I wonder, is there any insects that can help me with spells and traps? I think there is. Because we are going to run into that problem. So let's go back to insects. This deck is good at everything except running into spells and traps. It will literally just die. The best card for dealing with spells and traps would be... Des Mosquito, no. Swarm of Locusts. That's the card that could do it. And since I have so many search cards, I could use my Howling Insects to get it if I need it. All right, here we go. This will be our... There we go. This will be our starter deck W. And you can already guess who that stands for. All right, pretty good. Now we'll just save the deck and we're ready to start. Starter deck W. So I'm already about to like go over the list twice now. Oh my god, remember these decks? Jackal, and we made it. Rusty Gear is deleted. Goodbye, my Ancient Gear deck that was actually pretty good. No one cares about you anymore. Alrighty, here we are. I have a new deck. We're going to go Duel. We don't know what Blair's deck is going to be like exactly, but we'll work with it, hopefully. Probably not. The first deck doesn't exactly have to, and these people are strong. God damn it. I would like to test my deck on someone that isn't a god. You know what? Dinosaurs versus insects is a duel is a duel as old as time. As old as prehistoric time. Between the two, I prefer dinosaurs, but I don't mind an insect deck, and I like Insect Queen, so this should be fun. Oh no. Ah, damn. Alright, unlucky, but Tyranno is going to be a tough opponent. Even his weaker decks still run big beater monsters, which can be problematic for most duelists. Our deck has Insect Knight though, so we might be able to match him unless he gets Jurassic World. Okay. That'll do. Most likely, anything I summon will die. I did draw Reasoning, that is lucky. I activate Reasoning. Through the power of Reasoning, level 6, I do run level 6s, but we hit a level 4, lucky us, and it was the one I was just talking about. I am going to play... I'm going to set this, just because we need to be safe. I attack. Ah, that egg is very tanky. Holy crap. That'd be a tanky egg right there. Alright, Black Velocity is both strong and weak at the same time, which is impressive. I'm going to activate Declaration of Rebirth, and we're going to make everything into an insect, at least in the graveyard. Black Velocity does its job and does destroy me, unluckily. Because he has so many traps, I can't just go in or I'll lose most likely. Unless I have a bait play. But then again, his attack are too high to bait him. A little unlucky in that department. Still, I don't have a bait play, but I can make a bait play happen. Those two traps are in my way, but I'll get them out of the way. Oh, shit! Alright, well that changes, like, literally everything. Ultimate Tyranno is born. And you better believe it's gonna stomp on my monsters. Now the real question is, how many life points am I willing to sacrifice? Alright, do you say... yeah, include special summon. Okay, there's a hope with that one. Everything else would die. Desmosquito, adding you to the deck was a good idea. So Desmosquito gets 2 counters. Yes, you can attack it again, but I only lose a counter. Now, if I use this one, we can thin out the deck, but god, we'll lose so many life points along the way. Alright. Just draw. No, not what we're looking for. He's already, like I said, he's just a big beater guy, which is why we're in trouble. So right now, our goal should be survival. Just try to stay in the duel as long as possible. Desmosquito is doing a great job at that as we speak. Shit. Yep. That is a problem. Alright, Desmosquito will be out of counters now, but that doesn't mean we're out of options. I draw. Swarm of Locusts. I wish I could actually use you, but he already summoned something a little too strong. I'm going to activate Premature Burial. With the power of Premature Burial, I'm going to specifically get Howling Insect back. I then am going to summon my Pinch Hopper, and we're going to see if he started Mirror Force and I had no chance anyway. Well, he won't do it yet, but he will later. Pinch Hopper, help me out here. Pinch Hopper, get Insect Princess on the field. Insect Princess, go devour that Black Terra. Okay, we were going to lose no matter what. Okay, just a really strong start from the opponent. There was no real hope there. He had that as his first trap, too. Oh, that might be a misplay. Unless you're summoning another monster that could attack a billion times. I thank you, but that might be a misplay. That's fine too, actually. Declaration really wasn't affecting you. At least I didn't think it was. Unless you were trying to use Fossil Excavation, I guess that's a possibility. Luckily, I run 2 Desmosquitos, right? So I should be able to hold the field a little bit longer than I thought. Which means I have more time to try and get one of my destructive cards, like Mirror Force, or my swords, or anything really. Wow, I did it. Wow, patience. It pays off sometimes. Alright, Desmosquito, you're going to go attack Black Terra to hopefully bait out that trap card. Okay, well, we beat Black Terra. That's always good. Okay, before he could do anything, I'd like to turn him back into insects. That way he can't revive his stuff with fossil excavation. That's good. He didn't normal summon. That's not good. Let me see the power of evolution. Okay, I survived long enough for this to work. Hopefully he doesn't have any revival. As of right now, he doesn't, but I don't have any monsters left. It took everything to get this far. I could flip this. And with this, I can get rid of the field spell. Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to play... I have a bunch of 1,000 attack point monsters on the field. This is very funny. I'm going to attack. Maybe it's a wind dinosaur. I doubt it, but try. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, odds of us getting out of this alive. See, he's so smart that he didn't normal summon. If he had played that last turn, we would have had him. Desmosquito, hold the field. Soldiers, just do your best, okay, buddy? We're lucky to still be in this duel. If he didn't play Shallow Grave, we'd be dead. Okay, 400 damage. That's fine. Another trap card. I'll deal with it. I am putting this entire duel up to luck. I love it. Swarm of locusts, help me. Ah, alright, well now he can do it. Wait, why even set that? why even set that? I mean, yeah, it got me to use my effect, but this trap I assume has been useless. So unless it was good the entire time, I do not know. Level 8? I don't think I run a level 8. Killer Needle, I wish you were just a little bit stronger, but classic is classic. Desmosquito, honestly stay in attack mode to bait him so that he doesn't attack our swarm. And pray he doesn't get Dark Triceratops. Okay. We still have monsters to tribute. Insect Queen is still a viable option if I draw her. DNA Surgery is not going to work with what I currently have, but it will be good later on. Alright, I got rid of every card he owned. He could have used that if he wanted, but I guess he didn't want to banish his cards. Before he couldn't because they weren't dinosaurs, but yeah. Alright, I've done everything I could. I've held on as long as I could. I'm surprised we're still in this duel. Our deck is known for having low attack points. I even mentioned that earlier. That's the card I didn't want to see. That is legitimately the card I did not want to see. Alright, so... not much I could do about this. I am now going to take a lot of damage. And unless I top deck a very lucky card, I'm dead. She's not bad. She's just not strong enough. She's not bad. She's just not strong enough. The best I could do is summon her to protect my life points. Even if we're all insects, I actually prefer that thing in defense mode rather than attack. Sorry, princess. You're just not big enough. If you were queen, we had a chance. That is the correct play. Good job, buddy. But I had to save my life points. It was the only way. I needed more turns. Oh my god. Wait a minute. I'm Yugi? My last second? Literally the last possible draw because he probably would have summoned a monster and killed me? I got swords. Wait. There is hope. 3 turns of hope. I draw 5 turns of hope. I end my turn. Morphing Jar. I need that. I need that card. You just made the hugest mistake of your career. You know what? It's a bummer I have to get rid of her. It is a bummer. You just made the biggest mistake of your career. I activate swords. Forcing your Morphing Jar. You just lost all those spells and traps. And I only gained. But sadly, I did not gain victory. Though I can't say I'm not winning. I just didn't gain... oh, wait. Brain control into... yeah! Oh, my God. The gameplay. We're actually coming back. Are you kidding me? Insect and dinosaurs. They always have the best duels. Hold up. We don't need a tribute right now. I actually want to use that Dark Triceratops a little bit. Let's get rid of one Killer Needle. It did its job. Yeah, don't worry. We'll summon it in a second. Let me just do what I gotta do. You go do big damage. I'm finally gonna scratch this dino freak. Killer Needle, you're next. Insectipede, the worm warrior, worm your way into victory. Next, throw away a card. Oh, good hit. Holy crap, that was a good hit. Main phase 2, I get rid of you. All right, buddy. And I got my 2 trap cards to make Insect Princess work. I activate DNA Surgery. Unless he just got a Heavy Storm. That is a possibility. Ah, damn. Well, I did as much as I could. Okay, well, my strategy's destroyed now. He already used Mirror Force, though. It was his first card. So even though I lost DNA Surgery strategy, I have other strats. Alright, try to win the duel. Obviously, he does run Black Stego, so this might not... And the Miracle Egg. Yep, so this might not work, but do what you can. Alright, if he were to draw Dark Triceratops, I would lose by putting myself in defense mode. Let's assume he has a Tribute, but if it's Frostosaurus, we lose. I needed my DNA Surgery. Oh, I can work with this. Black Stego is interesting when you can't really... You can crash, but that would be a bad play. Howling Insect, I need something that can actually save me. Yep, none of that's going to work. Not a damn thing here is going to work. Play another Howling Insect for now. I'm still too weak. I have another Insect Queen in this deck somewhere. Oh, he got it. It's over. That's his boss. Damn, if I still had my Declaration of Rebirth, I could have stopped this. Alright, I activate Gold Sarcophagus. With Gold Sarcophagus, I will receive nothing that will matter due to him getting his boss back. I cannot even survive one more turn. I don't have enough life points to take advantage of Prickle Fairy. Unless... Okay, hold up. What if... I can't get rid of all these cards. What if Killer Needle... Howling Insect... I can't get rid of all of them. They're too strong. No. I can't kill both of them. That's the problem. I can't kill both of them. Alright. The best I can do is bounce one of them. Insect, you're still gonna kill me. Alright, I end my turn. I lose. I tried, everybody. I fought really hard against the Dino deck. It really was just a stat difference. We couldn't get over his defense or his offense. But that doesn't mean the deck doesn't have merits. It just means that we have to be careful with big stats. So, let's fight someone that's not big stats, like Trueman. Trueman is more about special summons and throwing away cards. His best monster has 2300 attack. Our best monster has 22, but can get buffed. So, it should work out. I'll be going first. Damn, Ultimate Tyranno was too good. Plus, he got his spell Trap Destruction right when he needed it. With all my traps gone, I couldn't win. Alright, let's see. This hand is really good. This hand is, like, stylishly good. Alright, I had my turn, and we're gonna see how I'm gonna style on the guy.
What?
Okay, effectively is how I'm gonna style on him. I activate this to make everything insects. Welcome to the world of bugs. Alright, if a monster is going to die in my hand, let it be the Insect Princess. The Queen can wait. She's a little bit expensive if I get hit by a Mirror Force on the first turn again. If it's a first to draw a Mirror Force, this will be a bummer. Alright, I summon this to bait out TT. No? Alright, I attack with Insect to just see. I just want to see. If I do this, with Declaration on the field, does it work? Okay, no. So this game follows the DNA Surgery rules. Because in newer games, they make Declaration of Rebirth the only way to get her effect off. I'm just trying to force the game to make her effect work. So DNA surgery should be good enough in this game. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of games where it doesn't work. Like, her effect doesn't work with DNA surgery. You have to use cards like Declaration to make it work. Alright, Flying Kamakiri, we're having our floater battle. I don't think we're going to win this battle. Like I said, we're kind of attack weak. We don't have the biggest attack points. Yeah, that's also a problem, but we have Premature Burial, so I'm not super worried. If I know I'm going to lose a card, let it be Killer Needle. Let me save that last Flying Kamakiri. It might come in handy later. Alright, so at least he has to discard some cards. Granted, if he's got Dark Worlds, we're in trouble. Well, that's not fun. Oh, you're funny. Oh, you think you're funny. Also, throwing away Dark Horse is very scary. I didn't think he had a 3,000. This is a different deck than the one I thought it was. I didn't think he had a 3,000 beater in his hand. He has a freaking Dark... What the hell? That deck's busted. Alright, Snipe Hunter is good. Your deck's actually decent. But it's not good enough to beat Insect Knight. It's definitely not good enough to beat Insect Princess. Alright, I just need to make sure one of these attacks works, because if he has Shrink or something, I need to be stronger. But he would have used it earlier if he had it. Oh, that's fine. That's 100% fine. At least we know what it is now. And he lost everything, so unless he has Revival, we're gonna be fine. If he gets Revival, we will lose, because I can't beat that many attack. He just drew that. Alright, well, at least now that I know I don't need Declaration, I'll be taking it out of the deck. Because I had to test the Insect Princess. Son of a... Oh, hello there. Son of a bitch. I can't believe it. I'm like, okay, this is the one thing that would actually make it so we can't win. I draw the one thing that'll make it so Cooper cannot win. That's pretty funny. This is a level 3 deck? With Armageddonite, Snipe Hunter, Dark Horus? Really? Dark Nefluflufla? I don't know if I agree with you. But if I can draw a Howling Insect, I might be able to at least buy myself some time. Well, you're too late to the party, and you're the only card I need, in fact. Still, you're too late to the party. Just kill me, dude. Just kill me. I need it to be known. So another deck where we just get overpowered. Unluckily. And literally, it was just from him throwing away cards. There was no way of stopping it. So, let's go ahead and let us take out the card now that we know Insect Princess is not affected by it. Alright, deck edit. Go to this. That opens up 2 slots, so I could use those 2 slots in order to take advantage of our weakness to high attack monsters. Not by making our monsters any stronger, but by making enemy monsters weaker. So let's go to Quick Play Spells. And let us see. Yeah. If we shrink our opponent, our monsters are bigger than theirs. A very basic deck change, but it should be enough to make us win duels. In fact, why don't we do one more just for the fans? Of course, we'll not do it here. Let's go back to the store, because we're definitely going to buy some cards. And hopefully, we'll be able to get what we need. Alright, anyone here like Slifer Red at least? Yon is Slifer Red. Okay. That's a little bit easier to test the deck on. Maybe not fight the main characters. Although that duel with Tyranno was really close. Again, that duel was lost by Revival. Them just reviving a big old monster. Now I'll have Shrink and I can beat a big monster. Most of the time. Starter deck W. I need to upgrade to Structure deck at some point. Alright, let's see. I drew all my win stuff. Okay, that's not great to have all my win stuff because that means Flying Kamakiri loses value. But I can make it work later. Alright. I like where this is going. You think fairies are going to help you, but they won't. Because you won't be a fairy. You're going to be an insect. You're going to be a bug like me. Alright, let's see. You're a bug boy now. Welcome to my world. Yep, you're a bug. You're not protected like you thought you were. Now, granted, I'm not stronger than you, so it doesn't matter if you're not protected. I am legitimately just not stronger than you. So we'll just wait patiently. I'm a patient guy. I end my turn. Let's see if he goes to Tribute. Interesting. That's a monster I can actually kill, so that will work in our favor. Flying Kamakiri, it looks like I'm going to be able to go through the list of cards. Yep. I'm going to thin out our deck quite a lot next turn. Especially if this guy's a Nova Summoner like I think he is. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I want to use Insect Queen. I really, really do. But let's wait. Let's give her a second. She doesn't have to come out right now. Let's summon a Killer Needle. Let's flip up a Howling Insect, and let's see if I can wipe out his whole field. You know what? Just in case. I don't want this to fail. He better not have an MST himself. What was that? Rope of Life? Oh, yeah. I doubt that he would even use it. Alright, let's start by attacking to see if he goes for Nova Summoner. That, and I just want to get my wind monsters out since I know I have a hand that kind of ruined it. Yeah, that's fine. As long as he's just floating into that, we'll be completely fine. Then again, I should probably still get out my card that I plan to use to kill the Jilin Duo with. Howling Insect, go do that for me. There's only one card in my deck that can beat a Shining Angel. It's Des Mosquito. Or I could just go straight to Pinch Hopper and make things real interesting. That's true. Let's do that instead. Let's do that for the Queen's sake. But I won't be doing that until I see him play a Nova Summoner or something of that variety. Just something that I don't want to be fighting. Don't worry, Queen. You will be born soon. I promise you. You will be born into a beautiful creature. The time is now. I attack. Pinch Hopper dies. Pinch Hopper summons the Queen of all insects. The Queen hungers for battle, of course. 3,200 attack is quite a lot. Well, you're actually really strong. I offer you a needle. That'll kill your monster. Now, sadly, you did have an angel, so you're going to be able to get one more monster. What monster would it be? Ah, that's a 1,500 beater. I cannot beat that. But next turn, I should be set up pretty well. Yeah, my life points will be a little bit at risk with the insect monster token, but it's fine. Oh, yeah, he's not even into it. He's like, I ain't doing this. Oh! Oh, that just puts... That does that to tokens? It just puts it in defense mode? That's really interesting. Although she has way too much defense for them to take advantage. Yeah, she's actually really bulky. Her attack can become insanely strong, but her defense is where her best stat is when there is no DNA surgery. Alright, I end my turn, and I will simply wait it out. You can't kill my queen. And just like me, Jan, you're also a bug boy. Alright, I draw. Okay, I could play this for emergencies in case they have a TT or a Mirror Force. I can easily kill the defense monster unless it's Jilin Duo. It's Jilin Duo. Okay, we'll figure that out later. All good plays will happen. Okay, my monsters are unlocked, including my token, which was nice of them to put it in defense mode for. Fuck you! Oh, that's just mean. You're just mean. Alright, that is a little bit cruel of the game, or the opponent to do something like that. Alright, you go in attack mode because you're actually, with all these monsters on the field, you're stacked. Alright, Swords is going to make us just say no. We will wait patiently and efficiently. Oh no, if he gets Warrior of Zera and he gets Archlord, we lose. Uh-oh. Oh, he didn't have it, thank God. Alright, Pinch Hopper, I will use your effect. Now, one problem is I can't do any damage to him, but I really need to. So I hope I draw Giant Trunade or something. Something that'll help me out here. Because killing that monster in attack mode would help me kill Jilin Duo. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Alright, keep him like this. Every turn is dangerous, though, because he's stalled for 5 turns. He's going to stall for 5 full turns, which is 10 turns. Oh, it's going to be worse than that. He's about to stall for like 1 billion turns. Oh, he has the other one. He has the freaking Duel. Or he doesn't and he just made a weird play. Okay, so he didn't have Duel, but he plans on drawing Duel, maybe? I don't know. This would be the perfect time to draw Heavy Storm. Alright, well, I can guarantee it later. However, by the time I get it, it might be useless. I'm going to pick Mirror Force, predicting that by the time I get it, he'll have the card I hate. Because no matter what, Duel is very killable in other means. I just can't kill it right now. Damn your swords, sir. Damn your swords. Yes, I'm going to turn you into a bug, which will make my Insect Queen even stronger. My queen, at 3,600 attack, it wants to kill you. Lots of traps now. He's had a billion turns to build up traps. That's interesting. Princess counters him if I could have attacked. If I could have attacked. Like, I could do this now just to show you. Like, this is just to show you. She can force Duel into attack mode. The only issue is I can't attack. Yeah. Plus, 2 traps, he's bound to have Mirror Force at this point. I don't want to lose every duel today to Mirror Force, but if I have to, I will. Alright, I'm running out of counters there. I can actually use swords. That's funny. I don't think I will. I'm going to set Mirror Force instead. That way, next turn, they'll be wide open. And if they get Duel, then screw me. I just don't want Warrior of Zera on the field. You're in attack mode. I don't know what you're thinking. No. You're in attack mode. I don't think you understand the situation. Alright. One way or another, this was happening. You're going to set him, and I'm going to eat him. Or not. Okay, you chose not to summon at all. Which makes me think you truly did get a Mirror Force. Alright, I have no protection from Mirror Force, so I will simply do this. I will set this. I will attack. Insect Queen, find out what it is. I offer this monster. I've been Mirror Forced every duel today. That sucks. God damn it. Every single duel today I've been hit by Mirror Force. But it's not the worst situation to be in. Because I can still do this. Alright. Get rid of one of the many Kamakiris. Alright, here I am. I am able to beat you. There is no way you can stop me from beating you. Come on, Jan. The Warrior of Zera. I could shrink, but I won't. Insect Knight isn't that important to me. My opponent's traps are what matter to me. Alright. I doubt I want to summon a second queen right now. I kind of want to do that when I'm more, like, in danger. Got him. Okay. Without Warrior of Zera, he's not in a good spot. Warrior of Zera is the thing we fear the most. In Jan's deck. Come on, bugs. We got this. Okay, that seems scary. It only seems scary. He has to eat a monster for it to work. Insect Queen would counter my deck since I'm all insects. And he brought it back again. Gosh darn it. You wouldn't dare. He'll attack with Warrior. Oh, he won't. I guess. I will shrink you. I don't want to hurt my own queen, but that is enough for me to win. Also, you lose another card. Hey! I hit his other revival card. Lucky me. Speaking of luck, can I hit an Insect Princess? Yes, I can! Oh my god! Alright, today's a better day than I realized. Insect Queen, stay in the hand. That brain control is going to come in handy. He has no Mirror Force. We survived the Mirror Force. Therefore, Jan cannot defeat us. 3,800 damage, go. Ah, oh my god, if he had drawn that, that would have sucked. I mean, I would have just swords brain control, but still. That is the play, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it. When he summons a monster, sets a monster, I'm going to swords brain control. Or I just hit the card that I would have ended up doing it to. That's fine. Princess, would you like to do the honors and win us this duel? Damn, they are making me work for it today. So many Mirror Forces, so many swords. Just a brutal situation, guys. And every duel, they also revive the monsters to defeat me with a higher attack point. But that duel, I was better prepared because I switched out for Shrink. So it worked out. All right, Dorothy, you know what I want. You know what I'm looking for. Eat a shy to you too. Give me the good stuff. All right, I'll spend 6 grand. And by doing so, we've earned useless, useless, useless. I didn't need 3 of these, but sure. Grass chopper and... Oh, yeah. Okay, well, when we team up with Sartorius eventually, the evil version, we're going to be ready. We're going to be very ready. That's for sure. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you next time. Please remember to like and subscribe and get ready for some tag duels with Blair. Bye-bye.